Hello, my fellow Nixies. This is your Prime Minister Austin Elsler. I am here today to be signing three bills uh, today. Well, it's more than three, but three bills per video. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. The first bill for me to sign into law officially and physically today is the very first House bill of year 2022. I'm only going to read the title, make it easier on y'all. So the title of House Bill 1 of 2022 is This Act will create and apply a tax code for voluntary taxation contract on properties. So basically this will give us a the ability to make voluntary taxation contracts on property. So property taxes but voluntary. So all you have to do is sign a contract and you agree to pay property taxes. It's actually a short bill, so I can actually brief some of this. So, under Article 1, it says under a voluntary taxation contract, a citizen can voluntarily sign a taxation contract to pay property taxes. Part 2, the tax rate will be a maximum of 2%. That means it goes no higher than that, but it can go less than that. 2% of the total square footage of the built house. Article 2, government building houses. So it applies to these things. So part one of this, what is Article 2 about? If a citizen requests a government to build them a house of any design on their property, the government has the right to request payment for the work that is done. Of course, if you hired a service, you pay for it. So I mean, the government ain't free to pay either. So once a government building contract is signed, the citizen will be required to sign the taxation contract that will make them obligated to pay property taxes for a total of 3 years. And then, of course, obviously, after those 3 years of the Article 2 part of the taxation contract, because, we built you a house, uh, you don't have to pay taxes anymore. Just 3 years, get it done, you don't pay for it. So, yes, I am the sponsor of this bill. So, of course, I am going to sign it into law. So, I'm going to sign it into law. All right. House Bill 1 of 2022 is signed into law. Right here. There's my signature. Put this right here. All right, let's move on to House Bill 4. All right, so the title and sponsor. Not as short of a bill, so I'll just go ahead and read the title. This act will establish a voluntary guideline on how to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday month of November. Yes. So this is our nation's first voluntary guideline. So this is a guideline where, I mean, even Article 1 of it says absolutely voluntary. And then Article 2 has suggestions. So if you want information on any of these bills, go to our website, look for the legislation page, and you'll have every single bill listed in years 21 and 22. Okay? You'll have even this one. So if you need to know what our guidelines are, actually, I think yes, there is. There's a voluntary guidelines page on the website as well. So if you need to know what this House Bill 4 is about, look for our voluntary guidelines page or just go to the legislation page and read the bill yourself. So it was passed by the unicameral, obviously, or I wouldn't have it. So, yep, I will sign House Bill 4 of 2022 into law. Here you go. House Bill 4 has been signed into law. All right. Last legislation for the first video of me signing bills. House Bill 5. This act regards to appointments to the executive and supremacy branches of government, which in turn includes the legislative branch to be conducted in a nonpartisan manner. So basically, what this reads is that it's actually short, so I'll go ahead and read it. The legislatures in a political party must not speak praises or ill to another member in another political party during your cameral sessions. Legislators cannot ask questions with a political party in mind to another member, even if they don't have the knowledge of what political party they are affiliated with. Part 3. The Prime Minister cannot appoint persons, where'd it go, to the Privy Council due to their political affiliations. Part 4. The Prime Minister shall be limited to only having one appointed person from each political party, except the one he or she is affiliated with, until there are no vacancies. The monarch can only appoint persons who are not affiliated with a political party. This act shall be titled the Nonpartisanship Act of 2022. So yeah, because we're all about nonpartisan. We like to encourage nonpartisanship. So we can't. Sadly, we cannot force it because that's not our way. I mean, some of you might think, well, we're our own country, so we can force some things. No, if we want I wouldn't say a perfect world, but if we want a better world, if we have Nixie citizens that wants to make a political party, we should not stop them from starting a political party. If people don't want a political party, that's what we want to encourage. We want to encourage people don't have a political party. You've seen every other country. Why have political parties? So nonpartisanship is the way, but we are not going to force that on you. So I am now going to sign House Bill 5 into law physically. All right, House Bill 5 of 2022 has been signed to law. All right. All right. All right, now to take a little bit of a break, and we will continue on with the next three bills. So stay tuned.